At the Market is underwritten by Citizens First and the St. Clair DDA.
Thanks, Tom, and welcome to another edition of At the Market with Bryan Neiman. We have a very special guest today. This is our very first international show. Rebecca Barr from the Aft Cabin over in Sombra, Ontario has joined us today, so we are super excited about that. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. Well, we've got a great setup today. You've got lots of neat stuff. So underneath there is something. Ta-da!
Yep. We're doing yellowfin tuna.
Okay.
It's fresh, came in, just skinned it. So what I'm going to do is slice it up, put some Cajun spice on. I spray with olive oil and my Cajun spice. I did put a recipe on the recipe card, but you can buy any store-bought spices are very good, the Cajun spice. Biggest thing with tuna, when you're buying it, if it smells fishy, it's not fresh. You want it to be fresh, and it should look lovely like this. And another thing with fish, you want it dry before you cook it. Even though they come from water, you want it dry while you're cooking it. So I just put a little olive oil on it, spice it up, and probably the biggest mistake people make when they're cooking tuna is they overcook it. Some people don't like it raw, but you can cook it medium rare like a really good quality steak, or you can actually eat it raw as it is now, sashimi if you like.
So the key is don't be afraid of it. A lot of people get afraid of cooking fish, and that's the scary part. People go, well, I can cook a steak. Everybody knows how to cook a steak, or at least every guy wants to think he can cook a steak. But don't be afraid of tuna. Don't be afraid of fish. It's wonderful. It's something different. And I got to tell you, I'm really excited about walking through this with you. So why don't you walk us right through it and show us how you do it?
Okay, and so I've sliced a few portions. And the nice thing about tuna too, like they call it the steak of fish. I mean, it's just delicious. It's not fishy tasting. It's very, very mild. Said the biggest thing is people tend to overcook it. So, but if you want to overcook it, it's fine, but it's a little bit of a sin. Okay. So anyway, so I just I should do it here so everybody can see. I just spray a little olive oil on both sides.
Now, about how many tuna do you think are actually in the ocean?
You said you were going to ask me that question.
Oh, that's right. It was. Oh no.
You said you knew the answer to that question.
How many different types of tuna are in the ocean? Because there were some caught today, and I lost track. So.
Okay, I'm going to ask you what family is the tuna from?
Fish family. That's all I got.
Tuna's from the mackerel family.
Mackerel family. Okay.
So, it's like the big deliberation when people say, when you go to a restaurant, you're having pickerel. You're not eating pickerel, you're eating walleye. There's no pickerel around here, it's all walleye. Walleye is from the perch family, pickerel's from the pike family, and people confuse that. Tuna's from the mackerel family.
Mackerel, okay.
Yeah.
So we're having tuna mackerel.
Yeah, that's actually, I put that on my menu. So anyway,
Great.
So you want your pans smoking hot. They might not be as hot as I like them because we got a bit of a breeze here, we're working with an open flame. So smoking hot, and you just drop piece in each pan. Okay. Oh, another thing, if you're cooking this at home, make sure you got a really good exhaust fan. I usually recommend people use your side burner or use your barbecue. So.
Well, it looks you're using cast iron.
Yes,
is that
cast iron.
Is that preferable?
I prefer it for blackening.
Okay.
And that. So, but you can use any pan. A grill pan's nice if you want nice lines on it, or you can do it on your barbecue too. It's just the biggest thing is you don't want it to overcook. And you might start choking a little bit because the cages here.
No, that's okay.
So you see it's how it's getting white?
Right.
It's time to flip it.
Well, you can smell the Cajun seasoning. Yeah, really, that smells great.
Well, this is like cayenne pepper, black pepper, white pepper, ancho chili powder. You could put, it's just pepper with a little bit of garlic. I don't like any spice other than hot spices because if you don't need, this is such delicious fish, you don't need to spice it up. Okay. Just eat it nice and rare.
So you want to taste the fish.
You want to be able to taste the fish.
Right. Okay.
And I have a saying in my restaurant: butter makes everything better, and I'm very health conscious. But tuna and butter just go hand in hand, along with pickled ginger, wasabi. I use a low sodium soy sauce, and serve it with a wasabi cold slaw, which is on the recipe card, and that's.
Right.
I mean, you can take any coleslaw recipe, but the ingredients for the dressing is I use low sodium soya, sesame oil, wasabi paste, or you can make your own if you want to grind up a Japanese horseradish.
Okay.
And
which is wasabi. If people
yeah,
don't know what
wasabi is Japanese horseradish. It's just very, very strong. And see, you got me talking. I'm probably going to overcook my fish. No.
I'm sorry.
So it's okay. So basically, this is cooked.
Yep, and you can see. I mean, if you could get in there, show them where how it's still pink on the inside.
Yeah.
It's got that
Yeah,
nice
it
red
should
color.
still be. It should be like almost like a rare steak.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to cut this.
Oh yeah,
And see, it's just lovely like this.
very nice.
I lost Jill. Come
And,
on, Jill.
But you can get the wasabi paste and the ginger and that sort of stuff really at any grocery store
Oh,
anywhere else. So
absolutely.
you're all set. You don't have to worry about going to a specialty market, but you should pretty much. Hello, Jill. How are you?
This is my sous chef, Jill Oregon.
And
And she's very creative in the kitchen.
she's the one
So-
that made the pretty little roses and made the wasabi stuff. So excellent.
So we're going to do some tuna bites on that tray with the butter, and then I'll do some wasabi slaw on this. So I'm going to trade you off. I'll take this one, and I'll let you do some tuna bites, and you can cut those in cubes. Thank you.
Now, how long have you guys been at the Aft Cabin? Tell us a little bit about going back and forth, because I know we have a lot of folks here. How is it? Is it still difficult? Is it getting easier now with the new licenses? How's that working for you guys?
Well, it's slowed down a bit because of the economy. We're all going through tough times, but with the passport requirements, we've seen a decline in Americans coming over. But I have faithful, regular Americans that come every weekend and that. So, but it's only 20 minutes away.
That's right. So and you're right off of, so people know where
Right
you're
off
at.
the Sombra ferry. As soon as you pull off the ferry and drive up the causeway, I'm just up on the
On the side there. Okay.
on the right-hand side, or the
Right-hand
south side. Yeah, and I have two patios. One is fully screened in, so you can have pest-free eating. There's no mosquitoes at nighttime.
Right.
And then I have an open-air patio with umbrellas and that, because we have smoking bylaws in Canada. You have to smoke outside.
Okay.
So we have two patios that
Sure.
allow you to.
What other than this? This will be on your menu. Is this something you guys serve all the time?
Yes, it's actually one of our most popular dishes.
Okay, great. What else do you guys have over there that we should know about?
Well, I do mahi walleye,
Which is not pickerel.
which is not pickerel,
I just heard that.
and perch, scallop shrimp. I do Canadian Angus, just like your black Angus, but it's
Okay.
Canadian Angus.
Right.
And I have pasta dishes and chicken dishes, and I do vegan dishes for vegetarians that come in. A lot of people think we're just strictly a seafood restaurant. We're not, though.
Well, very good. I gotta tell you, this looks fantastic.
So there's your tuna with wasabi slaw, and then the tuna bites.
Tuna bites, and then
And butter makes everything better.
I love that saying. Butter makes everything better.
yeah.
All right.
So-
Well, excellent, excellent. Anything else you'd like us to know about your restaurant? Things you guys have going on this year? Anything?
Well,
we
I'm
should know?
open 6 days a week. I serve lunch from Monday to Saturday.
Okay.
And I only serve dinner on Fridays and Saturdays, starting at 5 o'clock.
Okay. Excellent.
And I extend my hours in the summer to summer months, and I don't close as early as I do in the wintertime.
Right.
So
And when
depends.
will those hours change? So people, if they're headed over, they'll get an idea.
Probably
of when.
after, like we call our May 2-4 weekend, you have your Memorial Day weekend this summertime. That's when I
Right.
start opening Sundays and extend my hours.
Okay, gotcha.
But during winter months, Monday to Saturday, 11 till 2 for lunch.
Okay.
And dinner served on Fridays and Saturday beginning at 5.
Awesome. Well, Rebecca,
Thanks,
you
Brian.
so
Thanks
much.
for
It's
having
been a lot
me.
of fun. We appreciate it. All right,
Yeah.
meet me at the market next week when our guests will be the Gem Tea Room, and they're going to have a little tea set up down here. I think my kids are coming down. Should be a lot of fun. We only have a couple more shoots left, so get down here. It's a beautiful day. We've got lots of samples again, so join us next week.
At the Market is underwritten by Citizens First and the St. Clair DDA.